Welcome to the Worst of the Riot podcast. Coming up, why a woman with one Kai Cenat face tattoo is threatening to get more.
Also, Jim the dog's only friend is not attending his birthday party, and more on the Worst of the Riot podcast.
Add a little Riot to your Instagram feed. Follow @RadioU Official. The Riot. Radio U.
I've got a man here. Gotta love him. He really wanted to help his sister pass an exam. The way he went about it was all wrong. This guy managed to get his hands on a fake police officer's outfit. And so on the day of the exam, he attended the school, the high school that this gal was going to, his sister, and tried to pose as a police officer to be able to get her the answers to the exam.
And what does posing as a police officer do to increase your chances at passing an exam?
I'm assuming that he figured he could walk in and be like, nobody told you I'm here to supervise. Just make sure everybody isn't cheating. He might have even said that, might have tipped his hand a little bit, where he was like, just trying to supervise a little bit, to be an extra set of eyes to make sure everything here is above board. They asked me to do this. And then at some point, he was going to, I guess, sneak the answers from the person administering the exam, and then sneak them over to his sister, who was sitting at one of the desks. I'm not exactly sure. I feel like it wasn't fully thought through, this guy.
It's a horrible plan. This is a terrible plan. What is this guy's name? Kondar?
Kondar. Yeah.
Kondar. He seems like a guy that has a lot of confidence in himself, clearly.
Yeah.
Willing to use this fake police uniform, walk into a school, pretend to be a police officer, and he thought that once he got in there, he'd be able to just figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to get in there.
He's just going to improv his way through it.
Precisely. He has a lot of confidence. I can credit that to him. Also, stupid.
Yeah. Do you look at his, okay, so this took place in India. Obviously different in India, but you have a picture of him here in his police outfit. Would that convince you?
Would this convince me? No.
Yeah.
Do you think he shaved into the mustache the day of? To maybe seem more police-esque?
Yeah, mustache and police go hand in hand. Yeah, I think that's definitely possible. What are the odds that he had this police officer outfit anyways, and he's like just been looking for a reason to use it, and this was finally it?
He's like, yes, I finally get to wear the fake police officer outfit.
He doesn't even care that much about his sister passing the exam. He just wanted to actually put his police officer uniform to good use.
They said one of the main things that gave him away was when he awkwardly tried to salute his colleagues. Like, what are you doing, Kondar?
This sounds like something straight out of The Naked Gun or something, which they're remaking, by the way. Yeah, it sounds like a movie, something that would take place in a comedy movie, not something that somebody would do in real life to try to help their family.
So many of the things that gave him away, obviously the saluting his colleagues, that was awkward. They also noticed that the nameplate on his uniform incorrect. The quality of his uniform was not very good.
Yeah.
And upon confronting him and checking his pockets, they found a bunch of cheat sheets meant for his sister, who was taking the exam.
Oh, so he already had figured, like, he kind of wrote down the answers. He wasn't going to try to sneak it like it's some kid's TV show.
No, he wasn't
steal the answers from the teacher somehow. Like, try to, you know how that would be, too.
Quickly,
but he would, like, try to sweet talk her.
Mm-hmm.
He'd, like, lean on her desk and be like...
Slide his hand around.
Yes.
Grab the answer key.
Fortunately, he skipped that step.
Yes.
He knew he wasn't going to be able to pull that off. And so he had the answers already written down. If the nameplate on his uniform, you didn't look at that before and just lie about your name?
Before you introduce yourself? Yes. Before you introduce yourself, look at the nameplate.
Kondar.
He means well.
Yeah, he did. He had a pure heart. Gotta love him. But,
the salute is crazy.
Yeah.
Coming in and saluting other officers, that's crazy.
Sounds like the Pink Panther or something.
Nobody does it better. The Riot Radio U.
Today is Jim the dog's birthday. Yet again, I feel like we just haven't given Jim the dog his due. He feels like the third chair on the show.
He very many a times is.
Yeah.
From home.
He's like your child.
He is like my child.
If you had a child, you'd be talking about your child's birthday for weeks all the time.
And it's wild that Jim, he's not turning 3 years old today.
Yeah.
When I started at Radio U, he was like 4 months old.
Yeah.
That's how long that he's been alive for and how long that I've worked here for.
He's basically grown up here.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah.
His life from the beginning to the point we're at now has all occurred while I've been talking on the radio.
What a life he's lived. So today we learned some pet party planning strategies from Amanda, the Bark Day planner, yesterday on the show. You can find that on the RadioU Riot YouTube channel and Facebook page. Did that alter any of your plans today? Are you getting Jim any like dog cake or anything like that? Because that's what really tempted me.
Things have derailed
What do you
for
mean?
Jim today.
Things have derailed.
Since yesterday, things have went feverishly downhill.
What do you mean?
So Jim turns 3 today. Today's his birthday.
Yeah.
I mentioned yesterday Jim has one friend.
Uh-huh.
Her name's Andy.
Uh-huh.
And
Andy the dog?
Andy the dog.
What kind of dog is she?
She's like this taller hound dog.
Okay.
The best way to describe her. I can't really, it's hard to tell. We're not completely sure. But Andy was supposed to come to Jim's birthday party.
I don't like how this is sounding.
Jim's only friend.
Yeah.
Jim's only friend cannot attend
What?
his birthday party.
Oh, no.
We were going to have like a puppy play date for Jim's birthday, get some treats for Andy and Jim. But unfortunately, Andy had to go out of town for this weekend.
Oh, no.
So she's staying, her mom is taking her to her parents' house to watch Andy, which is not near Jim.
So
no party tonight.
So nothing special is happening for Jim.
No.
Amanda, the Bark Day planner, would be so disappointed in
It's
you.
not that we're going to still do special things tonight. I have a busy day today. Tonight there will be some special things.
Okay.
I'm planning the cake thing.
Yeah.
We're gonna do the
you're
cake.
gonna get a cake.
We're gonna do the cake. And
Yeah.
Jim's he's a food driven guy.
Yeah.
That's
That's all he needs.
I plan on taking him to the dog park today.
Okay.
Letting him play with some dogs that maybe aren't his friends, but he can pretend they
He can
are.
make friends.
Exactly. And later on tonight he'll get a cake.
You gonna
That's the plan.
in the reschedule with Andy?
Yeah, he'll hang out with Andy soon.
Let's be real. Jim is a dog. He doesn't know when his birthday is.
He has no idea. I told him happy birthday this morning.
Did you though? Did you do any of this? Like, we're gonna go see Andy tomorrow.
I didn't do any of that.
He
No.
haven't pumped it up ahead of time.
No. And he doesn't know. He's not very good with words. Shocker. He's not very good with words. The only words that he knows are treat and sit. That's it, though. He
Okay.
kind of knows walk. I think he kind of knows what walk means.
Yeah.
You want to go for a walk? He'll get excited sometimes if he's listening, which isn't usually. But yeah, so he only knows some words. He does not know Andy's name.
Okay.
So if I said Andy, that would mean nothing to
So
him.
he has no. He wasn't pumped up for today. And
He was not.
it's
no.
just another day for him.
This morning I was like, "It's your birthday, Jim," and he is not a morning dog yet again. So he was not excited. He just wanted to go to his crate and lay back down. But I do know one of his gifts that he's getting today.
Yeah.
He's getting a new bed.
A new bed.
A new bed.
Didn't he just get the new bed for Christmas?
So he got a new bed for Christmas.
Yeah.
But that bed has kind of went by the wayside.
Uh-oh.
The zipper on it broke. I can't wash
That
it.
didn't last. You get the warranty on that?
See, you would think we're trying to reach out to this company. They won't respond to us.
Yeah, it's been 2
Shocker.
months.
Exactly. And the zipper broke.
And when you're a big star, you got people doing crazy things. Like this gal on TikTok, she goes by Presidential Rose. She's already gotten one Kai Cenat face tattoo.
A face tattoo?
She got a face tattoo, Kai Cenat's baby photo on her cheek.
How's that even possible?
What do you mean, how's it possible?
Like, how is it even possible that you would consider doing such a crazy thing?
I don't know. It's tough to say. People, tattoos more and more being accepted now. Possibly even face tattoos. But she's not stopping there because what she wants is some attention. And she doesn't even care that you and I are talking about it now. She wants attention from Kai himself. And so she is, some might say, threatening to get a second face tattoo of Kai Cenat on the other side of her face if he does not acknowledge that she got the first face tattoo of Kai Cenat.
So what does she want to be acknowledged on stream?
Yeah, she wants him to say something about her. Just anything.
And he
She
hasn't.
wants her to respond. I mean, I've seen people that do this all the time, like day whatever of doing this, trying to get whoever to respond to me. Her thing, she gave him 72 hours. Like
72?
Yeah, like it's a hostage negotiation.
Oh, you know what that means?
What's that?
It's a fake tattoo.
She's got a video up showing her getting the tattoo. It seems like it could possibly be real.
But doesn't it feel like if it's 72 hours that it's fake?
Well, if you don't put a time limit on it, then how does she know when to get the next tattoo?
The next question is, doesn't it feel like he would be more likely to acknowledge her if she hadn't done the whole 72-hour thing? If she hadn't said anything, if everybody just sent in like, "Oh, this girl has a tattoo of you on her face," he's gonna talk about her. If he says, "I want Kai to talk about me, and I got this tattoo on my face," that feels like you want it too bad. So then I wouldn't want to talk about you.
That's what I'm thinking too. I do think that threatening the second tattoo, whatever the time frame on it is, feels like now I'm not even like being nice to you. It feels like you might be crazy, and I don't deal with crazy. I don't negotiate with terrorists. So I'm not gonna. Kai should not acknowledge this gal. What skin off it? How does it reflect negatively on him if she gets another face tattoo? What?
It's just bad
Why
decisions.
is that his concern?
And the tattoo looks wild. It looks. I mean, it's not like it's small. It covers her whole cheek. It's huge. Bad decisions.
Yeah, bad choices right there. And you got to think this too. We know this as fellow entertainers that you can't let any certain fan dictate what you do as an entertainer.
Precisely.
You can't start catering to individuals. You're going to go off the rails, especially when they're getting face tattoos.
The stories you love with the opinions you hate. The Riot Radio U.
I have here a list of the top dating deal breakers. This is stuff that the guys claim they refuse to date women if they check these boxes. This is from Reddit. And so this isn't every guy, but I'm saying these are some of the top ones off of a new thread on Reddit. This is what some of that's getting the most support for dating deal breakers.
This is coming from men.
Yes.
Well, they don't have a choice anyway, but continue. Who are these men?
The question is, what is one compromise you're not willing to make to have in a relationship? Here's one of the top ones. He said this guy said he wouldn't date a woman that's severely allergic to peanut butter because I'm like physically 99% peanut butter at this point.
That's fair.
Yeah. That would be difficult for me to be, no Reese's for the rest of your life. That'd be
peanut butter and jelly, a staple in my household.
Yeah.
Uncrustables. I mean, Jim loves peanut butter. My dog would be upset.
Yeah, everybody in the household. Another one talking to allergies says, this is surprising. Dating deal breaker. Could not date a woman that's allergic to cats. Cats are more important to him than a generic woman.
Well, that seems. I mean, I guess for that one guy.
Yeah.
He loves his cats.
He loves his cats a lot.
For me, that's fine. We don't have to have a cat.
This one, way different. Emotional cheating is a big no-no. It's not okay. You're not just friends.
Well, that's
pretty
fair.
Yeah, that feels like across the board.
Emotional cheating, I would say against. I'm against that.
Yeah, so that's a way different one that received a lot of
versus peanut butter and cats. Don't cheat on me.
Versus allergies.
Don't cheat on me, please. Deal breaker, shocker.
Another one. This makes sense. This is important. Men that either that want to be on the same page as the woman in regards to wanting kids. That's something, a dating deal breaker. Either you agree to have kids, you agree not. You need to know. And then some guys say they wouldn't date a woman who wouldn't be okay with them having female friends.
This is throwing me a lot of different ways here.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of contradicting.
Guys are all over the place. It's
a lot of
just
contradicting statements.
yeah. So no emotional cheating. The woman can't emotionally cheat, but also
I want girlfriends.
yeah.
Ooh. That's contradictory. Hypocritical, if you ask me. But you know what? I feel as if that guy's going to have trouble finding himself a lady.
That could be, but he'll have plenty of friends.
Tons of girlfriends.
Just he's going to be friend zoned. Some guys said they wouldn't be a fan of women posting sexy pictures online. No bikinis on Instagram.
Got it.
And one guy said, I'm going to smoke in my home. I will smoke my pipe or cigar in the warmth of my home, and I will not go outside.
Well, that's your choice.
And any woman who says differently is not the woman for me.
There you go. Stick true to your guns, I guess.
Yeah. I love just perusing Reddit. Because this is what you get. You get all, what a spectrum we just saw of dating deal breakers.
There's just a million different things. Everybody has a different deal breaker.
Yeah.
Do you have any good deal breakers? Things you just don't deal with?
It's tough to say now.
Like when you look at Angela, you're like, you know what? If you had
if you started doing this,
it's over.
It might be over for me.
Uh-huh.
If she, you know what? The first thing I think of is she started watching like horror movies with me around. That would be tough for me.
You don't like the horror movies,
yeah,
huh?
she was just like, hey, if she was like, you've got to watch this with me. And then it's like people getting contorted and blood everywhere. So yeah, stabbings and chainsaws. That'd be the end for me. That would do us in. What about you?
Probably like I have to be able to pee outside my backyard.
You basically want to be a dog.
Precisely.
Thanks for watching the worst of the Riot. Since you made it this far, you might as well like, subscribe, and check out riot.radiou.com for even more Riot.